So I says, yo, haha, it's all in the words.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Podrey, aka DJ Poetic, and I'm recording this video from Second Life. If you don't know what Second Life is, Second Life is the metaverse before the metaverse. Alright? Second Life has been out since like 2003. What sold me to want to come to Second Life is um, it was advertised as this is the place where you can come and do the things that you cannot do in real life. And I was like, for real, for real? For example, the first guy the guy that told me about Second Life, he said that he is a guitar player. You know, he has a band, and he and his band plays on Second Life because when it comes down to the timing of everybody getting together, sometimes they got distance issues, but they could all log in to Second Life a lot easier and perform. All right. So this is Second Life. There's tons of videos about Second Life on YouTube. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is my identity. Some of the things that define me is that I've always been an observant person. I had an aunt that had told me that when I was a kid, she would often catch me sitting somewhere off distant, checking out the surroundings, checking out everybody and what they were doing, and I was always quiet. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a bad kid, but being quiet and back at a distance gave her the perception that I was about to get into something. All right, so that's some funny shit. But I've always been into the 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 relationship type of, what do you call it, like topics. Okay, it's like I like relationship topics. um I learn vicariously, meaning I like to watch, and I rather instead of going through something, if I see somebody else going through it, I learn not to go through that and to do what they were doing, that type shit. um and one thing about me, and this is what my disclaimer is that I'm not the smartest person, but I'm not the dumbest person. There's some things that I've done research on, and there's a lot of things that I still need to do research on. You know what I'm saying? I like to learn still. I'm in my 40s. I still like to learn shit. I'll, Whenever I make these videos and I'm talking my shit, I say that, I ask the viewer to question everything that I'm talking about, do research on the topics that I'm talking about, form their own opinion, and most importantly, to share it with other people. Reason why I want folks to share their opinions is because you never know when someone else is thinking the same thing, but they don't have anyone to talk to. They always say that there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Folks just don't come up with original thoughts. You know what I mean? It's hard to be organic nowadays, alright? So when you voice your opinion about things, you just never know when someone might pick up on that and be like, man, I was thinking the same shit. And I didn't have anybody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you can brighten somebody's day without you even knowing it. So that's number 2. Number 3 is that the reason for this video is that I just got finished watching this video about Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy is a hip hop legend from Miami. You know, he represents that 305. Look him up, and you'll enjoy a lot of his music. One of the songs that come to mind is America. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the whole title of the track, but it's like, you know, it's a lot of shit going on in America, you know what I'm saying, that ain't cool, that it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things you would want to do, but you just can't do it in America. You know what I'm saying? Based off of the way America runs its shit. So anyway, there's just, you know, he came with Slip and Slide Records. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he has a show that I watch frequently. It's called Bitch, I Got My Pots. By the way, this is my channel right here that I post my poetry, my thoughts and opinions on. It's growing with Podrey. I have 2 other channels, Podrey Smurf 2 and Podrey Smurf. This Podrey Smurf is a gaming channel. There's I love this game called 7 Days to Die. It's a zombie killing, crafting, survival, sandbox, 3-dimensional game. It's like Minecraft on crack. I love that game, and the community is great. On my Podrey Smurf 2 channel, I like taking pictures and videos of models and random people, random women, and creating a collage, a slideshow, and throwing some music behind it. My viewers on there, they enjoy it, and you know what I'm saying, I try to keep folks into it. Matter of fact, here's one of the players that I was watching a moment ago. Hold on. I want you to see this channel. Not this channel, but this show, and nothing. I love cooking. I'm a foodie, foodie person. I like food, and I'm a cook by trade, and so cooking shows interest me, and so I like watching a lot of different shows. Okay, my bad. An ad came in. Well, a couple of ads came in, and I needed to get this shot. But yeah, I like cooking shows, and I like watching things and learning different recipes and different techniques and stuff. All right. So anyway, Trick Daddy, he has a restaurant down in Miami, and is doing very well. He has a couple of cookbooks out, and on his show, he'll invite a guest or 2 or 3 to his show, and he'll cook them something to eat fresh. It may or may not be on his menu at his restaurant, but he likes to, bring on folks that he respects from the industry and in life, period. It's not just musicians, they're actors and actresses, just a variety of people that he respects. So on his show, he also gives tips and advice about, and opinions about things that are going on in life up to date. Like current events, shit that's going on with the government and politics. You know what I'm saying? If a crime just happened, you know what I mean? He'll discuss that if that's what's on his mind. So I advise you, I would suggest that you check out his cooking show. Alright? So anyway, he was on The Breakfast Club. And if you don't know about The Breakfast Club is a national syndicated, well, I ain't gonna say syndicated because I don't know the true definition of it. But it's a radio station from out of New York, and it's one of the best radio stations out there. Everybody, when I say everybody, so many celebrities are waiting their turn to get invited to the show. That's how popular this radio show is. So it's like a radio show / podcast show. So anyway, Trick Daddy was on there, and he was talking about his relationship with his wife, ex-wife, or they're separated type shit. And so on this show, he had said that he doesn't care if his wife goes out and fucks around with other dudes and things like that. Just treat her right. He just wants her to be happy. All right, and you got to watch the show because he goes into more details that you may or may not agree with. And so as I was watching the show, I was thinking about how I felt about relationships. And I have always I've been the type of person that's like, yo, if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to know who you are before you even try to fuck with somebody and try to find out who they are. And that person need to know who they are as well. But if you must fuck with somebody, y'all need to be completely honest with themselves first, and then completely honest with each other. And I talk from out of experience. I had a plan, and has been so many times that I didn't follow my plan. And of course I collected experiences, but I also collected a lot of wasted time. And time can never be replaced. Once it's gone, it's gone. People come and go, but time, once it's gone, it's gone. Relationships come and go, but time, when it's gone, it's gone. You know what I mean? So I remember when I was younger, I was like, I put on my school desk, this is like 7th grade. I was like, if you have relationship issues, or relationship questions, something like that, then call Dr. Love. And I put my phone number on there, and I got in trouble because kids was calling the house, and my mom was like, what you want, little boy? What you want, little girl? And she deaded that first, I would say the first or second day that I had that on that desk, and got my ass whooped and had to go to school and wipe that off all the desks that I had put that on. And so I tell you that to tell you this, that I've always been like, man, I get inspired and I learned from watching other people, listening to other people, you know what I'm saying, go through these relationships, like music, R&B, hip hop, whatever. When they're talking about relationships, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Movies, I always feel like somebody had to write the lyrics to a song. Somebody had to go through some shit in order to really sell it. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by sell it, it's like, you're not going to have a favorite song not unless somebody, you know what I'm saying, really, really touched you. So selling it to me is like, touching you with the words that they're saying. And so when it comes down to movies, like one of my favorite movies is Spanglish. It's with Adam Sandler. And he also has a movie called Punch Drunk Love. And those two movies are great movies for the hopeless romantic, you know what I'm saying, the sucker for love type person, you know what I mean? Because it shows the levels of a man when it comes down to some feelings and emotions. And when it comes down to music, I have so many songs that I could think of. Someone just popped into mind, and it's this guy called Rome, Rome, and he's got this one song, "You Belong to Me." He's like, every time I see your face, it makes me wanna sing, and every time I think about your love, it drives me crazy. And that chorus line is just, that's a cool ass, that's a tough chorus line. You know what I'm saying? Right to the point type shit. And Music Soul Child is another person that I've enjoyed listening to in the past. He has this one song where it's like, first thing first, girl, recognize who is with you now. Secondly, you can't blame me for how you've been treated before by other guys. And I was like, man, that's real as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then I have some other songs like Floetry. All you gotta do is say yes. They also got this one, you know what I'm saying, about when you feeling bad, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if I sit right here, right by your side, with all your tears, I could barely reply. It's fair to say that we tried. You know I wanna stay, but if I do, I'll die. Man, I was going through some rough shit around the time that I was bumping that album. But when it comes down to relationships, it really boils down to, when my plan was, when I got finished with school and when I got comfortable with my job, you know what I'm saying, then that meant that I was going to be financially stable. Now, the second thing would be to be emotionally stable. So that means I need to put time into myself and into my experiences so I can learn who I am emotionally and what I have to share and what I don't have to share. You know what I'm saying? One of the things they say is that, a lot of people, they get stubborn, they get stuck in their ways, and they can chase another person away. And so it's like, yo, what I had wanted was a girl that was willing to, or was wanting more than anything, to learn who she was as a woman, you know what I'm saying? Have a plan and a goal in life and pursue it. But a woman who wanted to have someone in her life, you know what I'm saying? To be there for her, you know what I mean? To give her that love language that she was, that she desires and things like that. And I'm just like, as a man, I wanted that. I wanted to be a man that had my shit together, had my plans and goals, and was ready. And the most important thing is, like, we had to be ready to want to go through life with each other without no titles, just day by day. It's like, you got your crib, I got my crib. You know what I'm saying? Fucking want to spend some time at your place, spend some time at my place. Spend some time at our, you know what I'm saying? She'd be at her place, I'll be at my place. That way we're not smothering each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I used to ask my elders, like, yo, what's the secret? You know what I'm saying? Y'all been together for 30, 40 years. You know what I mean? But there's no shortcuts to it. There's really no secrets to it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be with somebody for 30, 40 years, 10, 20 years, 5, 10 years, 2, 3 years, or 1, 2, 3 years, you got to be all in. And I figured, man, you don't figure this shit out until you get into your 30s and 40s. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes experiences to learn this shit. But sometimes all it takes is for you to pay a fucking attention to other people, or to have a mentor. It's like a want and a desire to really want to know what the answer is and have that discipline to follow through. You know what I mean? So it's like when I hear somebody talking about, hold on, let me get some water. Alright, I'm back. So when I hear people talking about relationships, you know what I'm saying, or they wanting to be in a relationship, or they got questions about relationships, I want to keep it 100, 1,000 with them. You know, it's like, man, you are responsible, and you have to be responsible for another person. You have to be accountable, meaning you have to put yourself in check. It's like one of the things that I hated was for someone to say, you make me feel this way. I'm like, I don't make you feel shit. Those are your emotions. You're responsible for your emotions, and you need to take the accountability. You need to be accountable, meaning you need to take the you need to be responsible enough to say that, hey, I'm starting to feel this way because this person is saying this. You know what I mean? And if it's bugging you, you have to be tactful, respectful, patient, and all that kind of shit. There's a lot of descriptive words that come along with a conversation. You know what I'm saying? When people talk about love languages and shit like that, they say there's 5 love languages, but when you just sit back and be like, man, fuck that, kick through that glass window of what love language is supposed to be, kick through that shit, and just be like, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. It's like, do you want somebody to just come up out of the blue and just accuse you of a bunch of shit, or question you like you're in the wrong automatically? It's like, fuck no, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we might get upset about something that we are confused about. And we did not tell that person that first. You know what I'm saying? We start off a conversation without saying, look, I'm feeling hurt and I need your patience to, to help me get through this moment. You know what I mean? It's like, you're my woman. I don't want to go talk to anybody else. And you've been my best friend for the longest, and this is the reason why that I still want to be with you. It's because I could talk to you. Shit like that. You take your time and you use your words. You know what I mean? So, back to the topic of this video, with Trick Daddy, when he was talking about his woman and things like that, at the time, I didn't know that they was on that reality show of Love and Hip Hop in Miami. And so when I found out about it, I was like, oh, okay. So today, I ran across, well, I didn't run across, this video was in my, what do you call it, my homepage as something, a recommended video. And it was about Trick Daddy and his relationship with his wife. And it's 48, no, it's like 46 minutes long, 46 and a half minutes long. And it goes throughout the seasons from season 1 to whatever season. And so, I'm like, okay, how did he get to the point where he's on the Breakfast Club saying, yo, I am still married, and if my woman wants to see other dudes, then that's up to her. I just want her to be happy. All right. So when I think about relationships, I'm like, yo, all right, my last marriage, I was on that level with her. I was like, man, she's asking me, can I do this? Can I do that? I'd be like, yo, let's check out the banking account. If we have the finances for it, then you can answer yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, if you're going to use this amount of money, if you're needing this amount of money, find out what do we have in the bank account, and be like, yo, okay, I could fuck with this money. It's not going to fuck with us, with our personal lives and what we may or may not want to do. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the rest of the month. It's like, you don't have to ask me this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your daddy. I'm not your boss. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you're letting me know that this is what you want to do with some of the finances. I respect that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like one, it's like a test. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, we're still in our first year. So I'm like, I need to know where this woman's mind is financially. So it's like, yo, you ain't got to ask me. Just, let me know, hey, we got this amount of money, and I want to fuck with this amount of money, and we're still going to be good for the rest of the month for whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? I'll be back. Let me go handle this shit. I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? When they say game recognize game, it's like a boss recognizes another boss and what a boss move is. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear people who are in relationships saying that they found out that all they really wanted was for their significant other to, they just wanted them to be happy. You know what I'm saying? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you need to do whatever you need to do to be happy. You know what I'm saying? To have an unconditional relationship. To have understanding and things like that. Because look, man, we can't provide another person with every single thing that they desire and need. You know what I'm saying? We can't. It's impossible. Based off of time and based off the fact that we all change. We go through changes every day. We might change our mind on something. We may change our attitude about something. We might change our desire about something. You know what I mean? So if we're going to change, then that absolutely means that our partner, you know what I'm saying, is going to have to keep up. And it's our job to help our partners be caught up to date with the way that we feel and thinking, you know what I'm saying, the changes that we're going through. So I remember, you know, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and shit, that whole topic right there between, you know, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and a lot of people saying that, you know, Will Smith did that out of love for a woman. You know what I mean? Like he lost his fucking mind for a minute based off of, you know, his wife's reaction. And then, you know, you think about, you know, the relationship that she had, even though they was in an open relationship, the relationship that she had was so close to home that it was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And for him to find out the way that he found out was disrespectful. It's like, yo, we're already in an open relationship. If you're gonna have fun, shit, I wanna fucking have fun. Meaning, if you've met somebody, you know what I'm saying, and you're having fun with them, okay, basically, let's say my woman, let's say I go out and I meet someone, you know what I'm saying, just out of the blue, random, we had a conversation and shit. I want to be able to go home and be like, you know, after all is said and done, I got home, got comfortable, and be like, bae, I fucking met this chick today that just swept me off my feet. Basically, you know, she had a great personality, she was cool as fuck, and we sat down and we talked for a good 15-20 minutes and shit like that. And I think I'm gonna end up talking with her again, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, if you want to meet her, you can meet her if you want, you know what I'm saying? She's cool like that. I talked about shooting the kids or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And she will already know that I didn't put our dirt out there, and I said nothing but good shit about us. Because through communication and the fact that she's supposed to know me, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to know her, then there's no problem with me coming home with a conversation like that. And when the shit continues on between me and this woman, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe the very next day I go and talk with somebody else. Let's say I go and get my hair done in Supercuts. Alright, and then the woman is cutting my hair, you know what I mean? She got a nice fat ass, you know what I'm saying? She's physically attractive, let's put it like that. And so, you know, I come back home and I'm like, damn, babe. And I was over at Supercuts and I was getting my shit trimmed up and edged up and washed or whatever the fuck, and I'm just having my man day, and old girl was physically fucking all that, you know what I'm saying? Then my woman should be like, well, damn, you know what I mean? How you feeling now, you know what I'm saying? Did she get you excited, you know what I mean? Fucking call me Susie then. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we get into that role play and shit like that, and she'll have no insecurities, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that all the energy that I collected through her in that day, I'm about to, you know, pour it all on her in the most positive way. You know what I mean? If we fucking, she's about to get long dick, she's about to get pussy ate, you know what I'm saying? All the treats and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, it's like T-Pain, him and his woman. They've been open with each other for so damn long. They've been with each other through good times and the bad times, you know what I'm saying? And she's still there with him. So it's like when you have great examples of great relationships, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo, you would wish that on anybody who's wanting to have a fucking relationship. And so for me to make this video, it's me, you know what I'm saying, hyping anybody up who is thinking about being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's so many things to consider that you can't rush through it. You gotta constantly be thinking, you gotta be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like having a child. A child doesn't ask to be born. We as parents, we fuck. We don't, you know, use protection. And the guy's semen gets in contact with the woman's egg. You know what I'm saying? And the timing is just right. And you know what I'm saying? The chemistry happens. Biology happens. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, It is what it is. But when it comes down to relationships, it's still a responsibility. You know what I mean? You're still going through the same phases, you know what I'm saying? It still takes two people to have that relationship. You know what I mean? And both people are responsible for how this shit goes. So it's like I'm a end this video with this thought here. You know, I hope that folks take the time to learn who they are individually. Period. Keep their head in their books. Learn about as much history as they can. Learn about current events. You know, stay current with current events. You know what I mean? Don't like throw your whole self into it, because chaos is not a healthy thing. And then, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have goals. You have something that you're working towards. You have plans, and plans to back up a plan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creative type person. If you're wondering, I'm a Virgo, but I'm a creative type person. So I like being a YouTuber because I get to create videos. I have 3 channels, so I can create 3, 4, or 5 different types of videos to entertain folks with. Here on Second Life, I DJ now, and I also, you know, read off my poetry time to time. I haven't done poetry in a long fucking time though. You know, I have some videos where I'm talking about how I'm trying to get my music organized. And I want to be the type of DJ that's like, you know, I don't want a bunch of shoot 'em up, kill rap music. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up in the 80s, you know, hip hop had a lot of conscious thought. You know what I'm saying? If we was being self-destructive, somebody was rapping about that. You know, somebody was putting that in everybody else's ear that was in the culture. You know what I mean? And I think it's my responsibility to, if I'm trying to entertain folks, you know, plant a positive seed in them so that something can grow within them while they're fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's my responsibility to do that. So anyway, you know, nowadays we pay attention. People are trying to pay attention to their mental health. You know what I'm saying? And their physical health and things like that. So it's like, you know, fucking, we need to keep reminding each other to take care of these issues. And I need to hurry up because I need to hit up Sanji and see what she's talking about. She might be singing tonight. Like, hey, another good, like, a reason to be on Second Life. There's a lot of live performances. I don't know if you noticed, but there has been a window that has appeared over here, you know, advertising different shows, you know, different entertainment, you know what I'm saying, DJs or people singing, things like that. I haven't seen any comedians. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing singers, poets. We have dance troupes, you know, people who do choreographed dancing and, you know, different things like that. You know, we have a lot of things to keep us entertained. There's a lot of creative people here. That's why I like being on here. But as I'm wrapping this up, once again, I'm gonna tell you that, yo, I'm not the dumbest person in the world. I'm not the smartest person in the world. But I have done my research on some shit. And there's a lot of things that I still need to do research on. What I need you to do is to take, you know, question everything that I've talked about in this video. do some research on all the shit that I've talked about in this video. Form your opinion on the different things that I've talked about in this video. And check out some of my other videos. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely to as references. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, he really stay consistent with his thoughts. That type shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking share your opinion with folks. Whatever way that you can. Because like I said, you never know when somebody else is thinking the same thing that you're thinking. And it really feels fucked up to think that you're the only person that's thinking this way when you're around 5, 6, 7, 8 other people. They're looking at you like you're the weirdo because you're the only one that's thinking differently than them. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucked up feeling. But anyway, I'll make it off this video, and yeah, I want you to take care of yourself. Yeah, I mean, if you got mental issues, you know what I'm saying, you need to dig deep and get that shit fixed so you can be completely happy. If you have health issues, dig deep, fucking take care of those health issues so you can be as happy as you can be. You know what I mean? The happier you are, you know, the happier that anyone in your space can possibly feel your energy. And it might make their day, you know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I mean? The responsibility that we have for other people that come into our space is fucking, it's a big responsibility, man. But anyway, like I said, my name is Podrey, aka DJ Poetic. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good morning. Peace.